Bob Milligan and Cynthia Milligan, Lincoln. Bob and Cynthia Milligan are perfect examples of Nebraskans who began their careers in another state, but soon realized coming home was the thing to do.
We're located in Nebraska primarily because if you look at Lincoln, Nebraska, and you take a 200-mile radius around Lincoln, there's over 40% of the beef in the United States is processed within that radius. A substantial number of hogs are processed in that area, and a surprising amount of poultry, including turkeys as well as chicken. And so it's an ideal area for raw material supplies as well as good quality whole grains.
I think one of our best decisions that Bob and I made together was coming back to Nebraska. We have really enjoyed our careers here. Certainly mine would not have happened in the way it did of having the opportunity to practice law, go into government, start my own business, go into academia. To have that variety probably wouldn't have occurred any place but here. And in Nebraska, we're small enough that one person can really make a difference. And we're very active, everybody, Nebraskans in their communities, and we really do get together when there's an issue and change things. And so we're small enough to make that happen, and we're more of a can-do people to make that happen. So we've loved having our lives here.
Bob has grown the firm to become a leading producer of nature's variety pet products, as well as biological and pharmaceutical products. While running a successful international business, he also served on the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Board.
When Tom Donahue called one day and said, as the president, CEO of the U.S. Chamber, asked if he could have lunch with me in Omaha. And I was absolutely flabbergasted when he said the nominating committee had recommended me as the new chairman of the board of the U.S. Chamber. Tom Donahue, for those that know him, is a pretty good salesperson. And he said, Bob, now don't worry, I know you're still involved with your company, but it won't take much time. Well, this was in 2007, and as you know, we had an election in 2008, and a lot of things changed in Washington with regard to focus on business and attitude towards business after the 2008 election. So the tempo, everything, including travel, opportunities and requirements to do speeches was a whole lot more intense, I think, than Mr. Donahue thought when we visited over lunch one day in Omaha in 2007.
As part of his duties and travels, Bob Milligan had an opportunity to debate the socialist president of Spain on the merits of a free economy over a controlled economy.
Rarely can governments manage businesses. Rarely can they manage economies. I challenged him to give me one managed economy that he thought performed as well as the United States economy. Obviously, our economy is not perfect, but as we debated that, if you will, it was interesting to see that I think at the end of that conversation, he truly felt he might be on the wrong track. Unfortunately, he didn't change as much as I think he should have changed, and I'm told by friends in Spain this will probably be the end of his term, and he'll be out looking for another job.
Cynthia believes everyone needs heroes to look up to and learn from, and her father, former UNL Chancellor and U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Clifford Hardin, is one of her heroes.
From him, I learned integrity and the importance of that, of respecting all people in every walk of life, and of developing people, of trying the people who work for you to have them be the best they can be and develop all of their talents.
The Milligans both feel the future is bright for our state.
Well, I don't think there's anyone in the audience this evening that doesn't feel blessed having the opportunity to live and work in Nebraska. We're a great state that has the spirit of enterprise, and as we realize success, both by hard work, a good deal by luck, I think it's our responsibility to invest back into the community. That's what makes America great. There are so many things. I know the University of Nebraska is right in the middle of a capital campaign right now, and they're getting tremendous success because Nebraskans reinvest in their communities, in their state. That's part of our secret, I think, that makes us such a wonderful state to live and work in.
Best thing about business in Nebraska are the people. And we lived on the East Coast, and we intentionally became Nebraskans again. We moved back to Nebraska because of the people, the work ethic we all have here, the value systems we have here, and that's what makes business great. I mean, when you go to hire somebody in Nebraska, most of your applicants are the type of people you really want to have work in your company.
They share a love of the free enterprise system and have worked hard to instill that in students and the world.
As America looks to the future, whether it's in manufacturing, whether it's in service industries, whether it's in food products like our business, we have to be competitive. We're in a global economy, whether we like it or not. We have to be able to compete. In order to compete, we have to be as competitive as we can in education, in the capital availability, in the proper regulatory and tax environment. That's what will allow us to compete. That's what will allow us to go forward. And most importantly, it will allow us to create the jobs that are sustainable jobs to bring that unemployment down. Nothing's worse than either not having a job or being fearful that you're going to lose your job.
Opportunity to have a group of young people and know that you're able to give them some experiences that increase their thinking and expose them to things they've never been exposed to, and know their lives will never be the same, that they will be able to contribute more to society because of this time that they have spent with you. That will never change, I don't think, in education, but this is so wonderful in higher education in the United States right now because it is the best in the world. Bob and I have been abroad a lot the last 2 years, and it is always such a joy to find out every place we go in the world, everyone's trying to send their children to the United States for higher education, and with what high esteem. We just really want to thank the Chamber and the College of Business Administration at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln for these wonderful awards. It is humbling and it is a delight to be in the company of the people who are on the stage tonight, as John said, friends for a long, long time, and the people who have gone before, who are such wonderful examples of our free enterprise system, a system where you can start with little and exceed your wildest dreams, and which provides a high standard of living for such a huge amount of our population in this country. We are the envy of the world. We are thrilled tonight to have some family that I'd like you to know are here. My sister, Sue Hardin Wood, and her husband, Larry Wood. Thank you both for coming. And our 9 children have come, which is very rare for us to have them together. Our son, Peter Milligan from New York City. Peter, you can stand and hold applause here, but I take a mother's prerogative to show them off. David and Jenny Milligan from Omaha, and Marie Milligan Beelan and Phil Beelan from Omaha. Casey Mace and Ann Milligan Mace from Washington, D.C., and Matt Shada and Catherine Milligan Shada from Omaha. Thank you, children, for coming.
Well, I too want to thank the nominating committee. It's truly an honor when we consider the individuals who are on stage being honored tonight, and also the giants of industry and commerce who have been inducted before. It's also a little awkward and embarrassing to me because they're honoring MI Industries, and that's a whole lot more than Bob Milligan. MI Industries is a team effort. You don't think about ideation, product development, product production, storage, transportation, all those things that go into the close coordination to deliver millions of pounds of products to over 5,000 retail outlets in the United States and Canada without a great deal of teamwork. So I would like to recognize tonight the real heroes of MI Industries, the Steves, the Aarons, the Reeds, the Roberts, the Zing Bais, the T. Lambs, the Sherrys, the Carries, Cheryl and Trina, Ed and Joe, and all those who helped make MI Industries possible. So I'd like to recognize some of our team members who are with us tonight. Would you please stand? just so they don't get too prideful, we're here enjoying this beautiful evening together this evening, and our plants are running at full tilt. Cynthia and I were both blessed to be born in America and born into households with caring, encouraging parents. Parents that realized the value and worth of a good education, that exemplified and demonstrated the spirit of enterprise. Both of our parents were builders, they were doers. That's a blessing. 3 weeks ago, Cynthia and I had the opportunity to travel in Southeast Asia. One afternoon, we were walking through a small, rural, primitive village just outside Siem Reap, Cambodia, near Angkor Wat. And I thought as we walked through that village, if I'd been born in that village, no one would have heard of Bob Milligan. Cynthia different. She's always going to be first in her class. No matter what the economic circumstances or environment are, she would rise to the top. But how blessed we are, and we thank God for those blessings. So again, Barry and the whole chamber team and the University of Nebraska, we are very honored and very appreciative of this award. God bless each one of you, and may God continue to bless our America. Thank you.